Hello, this is Chiak. We are back with Sherlock Holmes Chapter One. Isn't that? It's literally a day after my last recording session, which should just be one video. But I did look it up, and apparently, as usual, the reason why I wasn't getting anywhere is because I didn't have the evidence pinned, of all things. I mean, it's not really of all things because that is honestly what has been throwing me off continuously every single time. Okay. I'm going to have a relook at the walkthrough, or it's not even really a walkthrough, it's just me asking very specifically about this particular. But again, it just said about unpinning evidence. Sorry, not unpinning evidence, but pinning evidence. Let's look at a case guide and see what I have maybe done wrong, because three gunmen killed in the fight. It's up to you to solve the crime. Head to the Curtin police station, grab the case. Travel to the area, which we have done. Starting off with the first, look for the 6 items scattered around the backyard. Some abandoned loot and broken alcohol bottles. Done that. Bullet holes of blood. Done that. Throwing knife next to the door by the cart. A shotgun with expended shells next to a tree, and a throwing knife in the tree. Okay. This is the evidence I'm
Stuck
missing?
deep in the wood.
Okay. There we go. It's just this one thing here that I did not see. Oh boy. Okay, so it wasn't the pending the evidence, I just missed an evidence, unfortunately. Okay, so we're just seeing who is where and what. Oh. Is it going to just show 3 people? Okay, well, at the very least, we know that's not correct. The guy with the glasses will be here, so that will be the easiest to do right now. You know, if I could... You are wearing glasses? Like, this is terrible. It's really hard to see. We have a guy with a beard. What do we know from their profiles of the victims? Someone caught a revolver bullet by the cart. Here we go. Wearing glasses, shotgun wound to the chest. Affiliate with the Red Scarves gang. And then unknown identity. Blood loss from a severed jugular. Okay, so whoever is this guy by the tree should be wearing a scarf, is what I'm understanding. Of course, this doesn't make it easy to tell, honestly. Okay. Well, at this very least, can I see here? Are you wearing a scarf? How can I tell? What? Did one of you guys lose a hat? Is there a hat anywhere here? No, it's not that guy. Okay, the glasses guy's the easiest. I really just can't tell the difference between these two. 30 years wearing a hat. Oh, here we go. A hat. So let's lose you. Nope. There we go. Okay. Is that it?
The man with the shotgun was killed by a throwing knife to the neck, but not before firing at the man in glasses. The man in the hat took a bullet to his leg, but 2 other bullets missed. The report mentioned he was shot in the heart, but how? There's something I'm missing here. Who could have finished him off?
The 4th participant. Okay, finally. Finally. So it was just that one knife that was missing. Something is blinking in the background there, and that is not, not cool, no thank you. Okay. Let's pin this. There's something I'm missing. Okay, that's done with. Just had to make sure. Are we... Okay, I was about to say, are we looking back at events, or... No, get that out of here.
A police boot print. So that's how it ended.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The police took the cash. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Okay. The police took the cash, you say? I found the police boot prints near the 3rd victim. Apparently, the officer who arrived first at the scene killed the fellow and took the loot for himself. Okay. And we are talking to someone about this.
I just arrived here this morning.
Okay, we need to talk to someone. So, I'm going to assume we need to head to the police station and question who was first on the scene. That would be my best logical guess. Because if there's no one else around, then... Unless it is someone outside, which would be weird to me, but sure.
I visited the location where the 3 robbers killed each other over some stolen loot, but I wasn't the first to inspect the scene, was I?
No. Officer Schmidt arrived there first, just hours after it was reported. Poor Schmidt. That same day, he received news that his dear old grandmother in Austria had died. He had to leave for the funeral immediately.
He is anything but poor. I doubt he'll be coming back. It was he who killed the last robber and took the loot for himself.
Blast it. I knew he was acting suspiciously. He may be beyond our reach now, but I'll be sure to expose the little weasel when I write my report. Nice work. Feel free to take another case. We make a great team, you and I.
Okay, so that's what the issue was. I was just missing one piece of evidence. What was did in the shadows? Obviously a play on on what we do in the shadows, but okay. Let's see. What was did in the shadows? I mean, it's gonna be a while before I'll be able to even do A Mother's Love. So, report number 1810. 2 men were found dead near an open grave at the cemetery. Both victims had bite marks on their necks. Victims: John Bowden, graveyard keeper; Saeed Havez, assistant professor of Cardona Medical College. Suspects: Camille Harkey Tanner, Camille Harkey, deceased, reportedly a vampire. Witnesses: Leandro, Barberi, Reporter Joe Vagrant. Evidence points to the possible involvement of supernatural forces. Case is pending further investigation. Okay. Victim's profile 1. The second victim, slight cut to the leg, blunt force trauma to the head, 2 puncture wounds to the neck, major vessels intact, blood loss minimal, cause of death, intracranial hemorrhage. So it was from the hit across the trauma to the head. John Bowden, the graveyard keeper, same thing. Oh no, wait, his is massive blood loss from the carotid artery. Camille Arquis is the brother of the recently deceased Camille Arquis. We tried to make him talk, but he's a hard nut to crack. His neighbor saw him leaving his house to put flowers on his sister's grave. They say he returned at dawn looking dirty and tired. P.S. Just in case, he also made him eat garlic. No reaction! Vagrant's testimony. I was having my supper when Johnny came to dig another grave as usual. There was someone else with him too. I must have dozed off for a while, but when I woke up, everything was a blur. Screaming, howling, then flashes of lightning, but no thunder. Some devilry was at work. I came out to see what was happening, and there was this reporter, Leonard or something. He told me that a vampire had killed 2 people. Mere yards from me. Boy, am I lucky to be alive. Reporter's testimony. I've always had the good nose for a good story. I was strolling about the cemetery when I saw him, the necromancer. I'm not joking. He raised a woman from the grave and ordered her to attack the 2 men who were close by. Then they both turned into bats and flew away. I was too scared to take photographs of them, but I photographed their victims. This will be front page. This will be a front pager. Okay. Sorry, this is in the cemetery? I was about to say, can we even fast travel to there? Many locals despise Brits. The Empire took over Cordona half a century ago, and okay, and then it disappeared. And it disappeared, so I can't do anything about it. Sorry, just let me read on this location again. Open grave at the cemetery. And I'm going to assume there's only one cemetery. So, oh. I was wondering how come I couldn't click the fast travel points, but guess when you're inside the building, that is a no-go. Okay, they said an open grave. Here we go.
The flowers are still fresh. This is a somewhat neglected and dusty hat. The stone is rather unwieldy, so it couldn't be used as a weapon. Someone fell and hit their head on it.
Okay, so that was maybe the blunt force trauma. Has this already been clicked, or I can't? Okay, maybe it is this. I just had to get closer.
We're dealing with a very immoderate bloodsucker here.
Okay. And the other, okay, here's another lamp. That's 3. Sorry, I didn't see the evidence tag. This one is 1. So, where's 2? That's 4. Where's the... There should be a second tag. I'm not I'm missing it. What grave were they visiting, though? Okay. Bit confused. Is this it? Okay, here's 2. There we go. I was wondering.
The label is illegible.
Okay, we're going to have to do chemistry analysis.
Looks like a set of surgical instruments. One is missing.
We've run out of fresh cadavers for dissection. You know what to do, Professor Shelley.
It's not very polite to just drop in on someone unannounced.
Okay. Number 3, so we have this here.
Someone tore their trousers here. An expensive hat with a few grey hairs stuck to the brim.
Oh, I keep doing that. Okay, and then we have evidence 4, which is here. Oh. Shovel?
The blade is bent from the impact.
Oh, here go. Blood?
The bleeding wasn't severe, there are just a few drops.
Alright, so I think that is all the evidence. Let's take a look at our case. We need to do chemical analysis. I've located the empty grave at the cemetery. Upon examination of the scene, I found a shovel with a bent blade, a few drops of blood nearby, a set of surgical equipment, one's missing, a dirty hat near a blood-stained stone, a pool of blood nearby, an expensive hat with a few gray hairs. We've run out of fresh cadavers. Found the bottle containing a clear liquid with a repulsive smell. The label is clearly damaged. Right, let's do a chemical analysis. See if I remember. Okay. Alright, so I'm trying to make this. A -3. -4 and a 5. Interesting. What am I looking at? I was trying to look at 3s. So we have this one here. We have a... So I feel like this one's not going to work at all because it doesn't really mesh with any of these. The problem with this one is the -4. I'm sorry. So this -4 compared to this. That... No, because I don't know how to do... In order to get -3, we have a 3 here, -2, a 1. Interesting. Where... How do I get -3? That's the problem I'm seeing right now. In order to get the red, I have a... One of them's to reverse it, right? So unless I... Okay, I'm trying to do the... How do I... Oh, sorry. Huh? Sorry, I'm literally trying to link this, but okay. If I remember correctly, this is the -3. Let me just recheck. It's been some time, so I need to have a look at what each thing means. So this is combining 2. Swaps regent value from positive to negative or vice versa. Okay, so I think that's what I need to use there. Subtracts from regent value. This one is adds to 1 regent value. What I'm kind of confused about, where's the, how do I link things? I just want to clear the table because unfortunately when you pull it out, it really throws things off. Just want to see if I can minus anything, subtract anything. Because I can switch this to... If I do try to do 2 plus 5. Sorry, 2 plus 3 to make 5. Is it right click? Oh, it's right click, no wonder. Okay. So yeah, 2, now we got the 5 here. -3. Where is... I need to make a -4. Again, sorry, I'm like very, very cautiously thinking about this. I want to... put these together. This, Like this. So then... How do I unlink again? Delete. There we go. Okay. Just to clear that up. So I want to... So what is the difference between the addition and... combines 2 regions? This one I would want to subtract, right? Oh, interesting. Okay. Okay. There we go. So we got that. Is formalin, which is used for embalming corpses. Okay. But what's the... why was the point of that then? There's nothing we can't do. Okay, yeah. These cases won't involve the Mind Palace, from what I can tell. So... can I still talk to these people? I'm wondering.
It's not very polite to just drop in on someone unannounced.
Oop. Okay. I'm not gonna be super paranoid that I missed an object. Do we got everything here? Okay, just want to see where the edge of this, Never mind, this place we can run if we want to. A hat.
The flowers are still fresh.
Fresh flowers. I like how we can glitch them out. Oh, there's still more here. Okay. The hell? That's a rat.
Nicely roasted.
I wonder how even the most destitute always somehow manage to scrape together enough for a drink. Psilocybin mushrooms. These are powerful hallucinogens.
Alright. So that means we got the, your imagination going here. So let's think about this. First off, let's look at our profiles. The Vagrant's supper of hallucinogenic mushrooms. Vagrant's testimony. How do we... I want to know how we identify each graveyard keeper. Okay. Two puncture wounds to the neck, so he should be... So this guy should probably be... I imagine... is over here? Since this is where the rock was. Okay. So we have the reporter, the guy with the bottle, which I'm assuming is the vagrant, and a man carrying flowers, which is... What was the suspect notes? Hamil is the brother recently deceased. We tried to make him talk, but he's hard not to crack. His neighbor saw him leaving his house to put flowers on his sister's grave. They say he returned looking at dawn looking dirty and tired. Okay. Where are all of our options? Really not sure about this one. Okay, well, at least they showed us the vagrant right away. Just the dude drinking the bottle. That's not the... like, that's not a question at all. So what do we have here? We have two... I really wish it's a lot easier to tell who's who in these images. Did I even ever actually saw whose grave this is? Sorry, exit. It's one thing I didn't take a look at. If it even... Can I even see? I don't think I can. Okay. So... Actually, I don't think I need to be in queue when that happens. Anyway. Let's continue on. I mean, this will show us our images. We have this guy, the vagrant, and then the reporter. This is the graveyard keeper. Oh, so this one is the one that's saying that the lady is actually a vampire and she has arisen from the dead. Okay, so we have the vagrant. I mean, I want to say it's the reporter, but... Again, like, how am I supposed to tell who's who with that image? I can't tell. You are the brother? Honestly, no offense, but this doesn't really give me much. At least I don't think so. A shovel with a bent blade and a few drops of blood nearby. A set of surgical equipments. Missing. One's missing. The vagrant's supper of hallucinogenic mushrooms. A dirty hat near a blood-stained stone. A pool of blood nearby. Oh wait, a dirty hat near... Expensive hat with a few gray hairs and a piece of torn fabric on the root. Okay. So technically that should be the one telling me. So the vagrant's not gonna have the expensive hat. We run our fresh cadavers for dissection, you know what to do. And who is the... Saeed Havez? Professor Shelley. Cardona Medical, so... Slight cut to the leg, blunt force trauma to the head. Two puncture wounds on the neck. There was someone else with him. I must have dozed off for a while, but when I woke up, everything was a blur. Screaming, howling, then flashes of lightning, but no thunder. Okay, so that would be the photographer. Some devilry was at work. He came to see what was happening, and there was this reporter. Okay. Strolling the cemetery. He raised the woman from the grave and ordered her to attack the two men who were close by. Then they both turned into bats and flew away. I was too scared to take photographs of them, but I photographed their victims. This will be front page. Okay. So one of the victims was... is that the nice gray hat? It's really hard to see. Okay, yeah, this guy has a different hat. The vagrant has a beard, it looks like. I kind of wish is there a way to zoom in? Because that would honestly help if I can look closer at their faces. see, who am I supposed to be looking at? Brother. So who's this supposed to be? 'Cause that almost looks like the reporter. Let's have a look at this guy. The guy taking the photograph. I mean, I'm under assumption that's the reporter. Again, if I could see their faces, this would really help me. So I know that's where the gravekeeper is. Okay, let's look at... Oh, that's the embalming fluid, okay. So this one, I'm gonna assume, should be man with expensive hat. No, my only two options are... Okay, no, it was the brother that killed them. Because they were uncovering their sister's body. Okay. Let's see if this works or not.
You're not even trying, Sherry.
Okay.
Concentrate.
Oh. It's the reporter. The reporter is the one that made it look like vampires. For later on, I'm assuming. Hence that noise. Okay, no, that's the vagrant. That's the reporter.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
The
There we
brother
go.
of the deceased became furious when he caught the anatomist exhuming his sister's body. He killed him with a shovel. The graveyard keeper took to his heels, but didn't get far. He fell, hitting his head on a stone, which rendered him unconscious.
Oh, that's the graveyard keeper. My
With
bad.
the murderer gone, the reporter who was hiding punctured the neck of the first victim to imitate a bite. But when he did the same to the second victim, he killed an unconscious man. So we have 2 murders and 2 murderers, but no vampires.
Vampires are not so scary when you have grave robbers and journalists running around.
Okay. Took me a while. Yeah, it really helped there was a way to either cleanly identify who is in what image.
I think I preferred good old vampires to this lunacy.
In this case, it was like the glasses. But again, it's like a white figure against a backdrop. Not even a backdrop. Okay, so we need to head to... The first murder was committed by Hamil Arki. The second by the reporter. I wonder if he even knew the entire time that he actually killed somebody. Alright. I think maybe if there is one more case I can do, we'll do one more case. I don't know,
Constable
maybe...
Stark, do you believe in vampires?
Hey? What do vampires have to do with anything?
Oh, that's exactly what I thought while looking into the murders at the cemetery. The primary suspect is indeed the murderer, but he's not the only one. The reporter who so easily fooled everyone with his vampire stories killed the other victim.
But why would he do that?
He believed the unconscious man to be dead and decided to concoct a thrilling story for his readers.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Holmes. I'll have the conniving little scrub taken in immediately. There's only one case left. Don't let me stop you.
Oh, interesting. Straight up just says that there's one case left. The Scapegoat. Alright. Forest Ruins. That opened up a location? That's what it looked like. Okay. Let's look at this quickly. The Scapegoat. Report number 1813. 4 persons were arrested for theft, property damage, and debauchery. The 4 comprised of 3 women dressed in robes and animal masks and a priest, okay? 4 people were arrested for property damage, debauchery, and theft. 3 women and a priest. The suspects have been charged with stealing and slaughtering a goat in Forest Ruins to the west of the cemetery. Again, the cemetery. For this cruel act, they will be prosecuted accordingly. However, the victim has requested to specifically identify who stole his goat. Testimonies of all parties involved are attached to the case. So we're just trying to, I guess, signify. Wooly was the best goat I've ever owned. Very fertile. He'd charged at anything red, but otherwise he was as calm as a cat. I was inside when he was stolen. By the time I ran out, they were gone. But I saw that the thief was wearing a mask. I must know who did it. Please put Mr. Placido onto this. He busted my neighbor for running a gambling den with but a single look at his clothes. I'm sure he will solve this in a jiffy. Priest's testimony. The priest is still tipsy. I came to the ruins to save these lost souls and stop their abhorrent ritual. I found them dancing and I hid in the bushes only to gather courage, and mind you, I didn't see any goats. Then one of them stumbled. I gasped and they noticed me. The one who fell tied me up and the other, in a lion mask, forced me to drink wine. I don't know where the third woman was, but when they stopped tormenting me, the goat had appeared. What in the world? The woman in the green ox mask is limping. I couldn't steal the goat even if I wanted to. I sprained my ankle during the dance. It was the priest who brought us the goat. He may be all holier than thou now, but he clearly wanted to join our bacchanalia. I don't know how to pronounce that. The woman in the red lion mask has a large bruise on her side. I broke an amphora with very expensive wine because of that goat. He was probably rabid. Bird should have known better than to steal this crazy animal. I've had enough. This is the last time I take part in these rituals. I already have 3 lovers. That's more than enough. Black Bird's testimony. We gathered to perform ritual which would make men desire us above all else. We were dancing when we noticed someone spying on us from the bushes. It was the priest. I ordered the others to get him drunk. No one must witness our ritual while sober, because it insults the god of rapture. Oh, about the goat. It was the lion's responsibility to bring it to the ruins. Okay. So the lion is saying that Bird is the one who brought the goat. Well, the bird is saying the lion did it. This kind of confuses me because I guess, like, the goat wasn't brought before. Oh, so the goat wasn't there in the beginning. So at some point during the ritual, or whatever, someone brought the goat. The one of them stumbled, I gasped, and they noticed me. The one who fell tied me up. The one who fell... So Green Ox is the one that tied the priest up. Lion fed him wine. So it sounds like right now it's just Bird is the most likely person to have taken this goat. This is a very strange crime, okay? So I guess, yeah, we're going through the cemetery all the way to the end there. It's strange. In the case, I'm taking right back to the cemetery. So let's just make our way through and get ourselves a goat. Or solve who took the goat. Oh, did I went the wrong way. My bad. Can't go up this way? Fine. Okay. Oh, I need to go... Oh no, I'm in the cemetery. So this thing... Oh, okay, I thought we had to go into the cemetery to get through. My bad. It's really this way then. We're just... okay. It makes sense there's not going to be any smooth terrain to get there. It just leads us back, so... Okay, I am making my way there. There's another... What? Okay, yep. I was about to say, is this gonna make him drown? He doesn't like water, apparently. Alright, let's make our way to these ruins. I'm assuming this is it. Or not? What? Excuse me? Oh, I have to go around. Okay. Am I gonna actually see a police barricade for this goat ritual? No, thank God not.
The hoofprints end in deep furrows. The animal was resisting.
Okay. Oh!
What a waste.
Okay, that's wine. For a minute there, I thought that was blood, but that is wine. Okay. This is 4. It's 5. Where's 3, though? 3? This is where the priest was tied up?
The rope is soaked with wine.
Okay. This is a very strange rich... Yeah, I'm assuming that's where the goat is, up there.
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely. Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely.
Okay.
Multiple bare footprints.
I know.
I should examine them more closely.
I mean... Well, fine, I'll get to that later then, because you're not really... Oh. Oh, the priest...
The priest said that he came here to stop the ritual. Did you really, Father?
Okay. And that's it? So this is the thing where they say examine more closely. How do you want me to examine it? The handprints? Do we have multiple footprints?
Multiple bare footprints. I should examine them more closely.
Okay. How do I go about doing this? Because clearly... The way there's one last thing up here, so might as well look at the goat. Ritual sacrifice.
The
Wow.
goat was torn to pieces. Ugh. Savagery.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so examining, we didn't have to actually examine it, but... So we have a handprint, there's a rock there, and 2 left feet. Okay. Well... I think it's safe to assume that bird was the one. There we go. Lion was feeding... Wait, who does it say has a bruise on their side? There's a large bruise on her side. Okay. We'll just pin this. A blood-soaked altar with a goat's carcass upon it, multiple bare footprints, prayer beads hanging from a bush, thick rope tied around the column and spilled wine all around, distinct hoofprints ending in deep furrows, a broken wine amphoria directly where the hoofprint ends. Okay. The bruise on the side, I don't know how to explain that. How's this? Okay, so this is basically just changing who's in charge. Okay. So, from the priest's testimony, the one who fell tied me up, and the other in the lion mask forced me to drink wine. Hence why very explicitly shows the lion mask is the one forcing the wine down the guy's throat. I don't know where the third woman was. I ordered the others to get him drunk. Yeah. So this is not... Oh, so this is about them dancing. So the one who fell was the ox, right? I sprained my ankle during the dance. Okay. So I mean, this has to be that. I don't see any other way. And then there's nothing here. They are all there. They are all here sacrificing the goat. I mean, she brought the goat, but she has the bruise on her side, right? The ox. Oh, sorry, not the ox. Ox is the one who fell. The lion, my bad. This is the part that I'm like, I'm not... And I don't know if it's meant to be the same thing. It was Lion's responsibility to bring it to the ruins. I broke in euphoria with because of that goat. Ah, okay, here we go. So that's what this was.
So, we have 3 lusty women engaged in a ritual. They're drinking and dancing when suddenly they hear a noise from the bushes. Their ritual seems to be working. There's a man they can get drunk already. While 2 of them are busy with the priest, the 3rd one leaves. She is the one who stole the goat and brought it to the ritual. The poor animal smells trouble and charges at the drunken woman with the amphora. Still, he couldn't break free, and at the end was brutally torn apart and eaten alive.
Well, they attracted the attention of men. The police, at least.
So with their bare hands, they killed the goat and ate it alive? My god. Sounds about right for a witchy ritual. So let's go off. Let's pin this. Head to the police station right away, and then I think we'll be done with that. And I guess I'm going to see, either I try to finish off the quest, the treasure hunt, or try to. And then the rest is to go back
Mr.
home and
Holmes,
see.
I have great news. Our recent accomplishments have earned me a promotion. Sergeant Stark. It has a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
Please accept my congratulations, Sergeant. Your part in solving those cases was invaluable.
Come, Mr. Holmes, your part was just as important. Not without my guidance, of course, but you did an excellent job. Anyway, I'll be moving back to the office space. My days at this blasted desk are almost over. I won't be scapegoated now.
Good for you, I suppose. Speaking of scapegoats, I've solved the last case on the board. The goat was stolen by the lady in the blackbird mask. As if that makes any difference, judging by the atrocity I witnessed at the crime scene.
Yes, I heard about that one. The things women get up to these days. Ugh.
Well, I'm glad to have been of service. Now I have other matters to attend to.
Mr. Holmes, if I may be so bold as to make one last request. Do you remember that I told you that our chief inspector has been missing for a few months now? My current task is to establish his fate. I've tried to make sense of his last case, but it's a convoluted mess. I would really appreciate your help.
I just want to see.
Why don't you do it yourself? I'm sure there's nothing in that case a police sergeant can't handle.
You're simply much better at it than me. There, I said it.
I won't argue with that, although much better is still an understatement.
Okay, we got it.
Fine, you have me intrigued.
Thank you awfully, Mr. Holmes.
Tell me everything you know.
Well, I don't know much. Just that it's connected to a gang called the Hive. Placido has been after their leader, the Hive Master, for years. But otherwise, I can't make head nor tail of it. Here, take the key to Placido's office. You might find some leads in there.
So is it Chief Inspector Placido who has vanished? From what I've gathered, he was a good detective.
Ain't that the truth? He was solving cases like shelling peas. Without him, things have gone downhill. He was a crotchety sort, always grumbling, fussing, taking his snuff by the handful, but I, for one, miss the old boy.
Very well, I'll see what I can find out.
One thing is certain, it's a dangerous business. Be careful, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. So now with Plan B. Now I got an idea where this is. I did cut it out. There is a place, I know where it is, where there's a bunch of beehives, and so it was cut out of the set because it was me just exploring around. Alright. Let's, I don't know. So here's what I'm thinking. With this one, try to find the high tower. At the same time, go around in the let's just call it the inspector vision to try to find the blue box. Otherwise, I'm really not sure about this one. This one throws me off a lot. Imagine we can just talk to people about it. Okay. I mean, because the entire thing was in Scaladio and such, it has to be there. But I'm having a lot of trouble trying to really knock it down. So I want to see, I don't know if they can do they do just like a hint rather than where everything is? So what I want to know is whether or not these are all in the same. Yeah, because it really, I imagine it should just be in Scaladio and Gran Serai. That's where everything has been. Okay. The High Tower's in the Old City. And the Sandy Shore is also in the Old City. Okay, that's what I want. Like, I didn't want to know the exact location, but it gave me an idea of where I should be looking instead. Which is funny. I started looking in the Old City and then I end up coming across a case, which is not what I wanted. So, the Sandy Shore should be the easiest, technically. Because we just need to walk along the perimeter. I'm facing the right way, it turns out. Am I facing the right way? Apparently I am. So let's look for these things. And at the same time, I'll be able to fill out my map. Not quite the tower I'm looking for. We've already come across the second bridge. Observation point. New fast travel. Okay. Is there anything here specifically I can observe? More like, can I look for a tower? Basically.
Look at that airship. That is some view. At least something's changed since the last time we were here.
John.
I bet that toy isn't cheap.
Well, it's gorgeous. From an engineering point of view, at least. Let's take a closer look through this telescope.
Oh dear. Okay. Come across a new case. I was wondering, like, why is he talking? Okay, so this is where another new case is. Good to know. Do we have... Oh. Is that it? Here it is. Okay, he said the thing's pointed this way. Oh, here we go.
We found the treasure. You and I make a good team.
Okay. So now we just need to look for the tower. And then we'll be complete the treasure map. Then I think... Can I don't know. Let's have a look. Let's have a look back at the house. See if there's anything new pops up, and then I guess I'll call it quits, so to speak. You know what? Let's just look. Let's walk the outer perimeter, see what else pops up in terms of fast travel points.
Not bad.
It's a scenic place to drink your tea, coffee, which reminds me I should drink mine. Okay. should have trusted because, like, I was looking at this image and thinking it kind of makes me think of the old city, but everything's been in like just the one location. Turns out I was right. It was in the old city. Okay. I'm trying not to get distracted. Tower? No. Tower? Mind you, I am just walking the outer perimeter, so that doesn't really help. Yeah, you know what I realized? What threw me off? How I threw myself off was the, I looked at the carriage, I'm like, that doesn't, maybe that looks more like somewhere else. But again, I think I was just trying to work. Okay, I found the bandit lair here, and don't see it though. It's kind of working backwards, well, like where everything else has been in this area, so it should also be like that. Okay, where am I right now? I'm like I'm in the middle. I guess I just have not explored the old city enough to really... Here's a carriage. Is there a tower? This is a... Coming by a carriage, look for a tower. That's the motto for today.
Salty breeze, old ruins, dusty roads. Do you recall clambering over these walls as a child?
Perhaps. Did we find something at the top?
Okay, new case. Finding a ton of new cases. Tower. Okay. I'm gonna need to start walking in the middle. Oh, wait. Sorry. That's a mosque, isn't it? Oh, man, I thought I was away from that kid. Not quite. Sorry. No. No, this is not a mosque, this is a church. That's the mosque over there. Okay, dude, you're not doing well. Oh. Sorry, kid. Okay, well, at the very least, we're adding more and more. Is it here? Dead end? Okay. Good. I just want to see if there's anything up here. Nope. Beat the child through the gates. Making things competition when you don't need to. That's not carriage. That's a esky. No, I don't quite know what that is. It's getting dark out now. Oh God. Okay, I've made my way around. So, what about... Let's go here. What's this area? Sorry, I just wanted to see if there's anything up here. Oh. Oh. That's it, isn't it? Maybe? Okay. Let's try to make my way there. Can I go via this way? Okay, someone's still continuously not doing well. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Why aren't you back home? You shouldn't be out at this time. Oh, sorry. Is this it? Not quite. Oh, yes, quite.
Another treasure located. Let's celebrate.
So where was this picture exactly from? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. Here's the carriage. So the picture was taken from over here. This one looks completely different. Seriously, where the hell were you? Oh. So, too many children. I'm sorry. Everyone just spread out a bit more. So I guess taken maybe like so? Yeah? Maybe I'm like very slowly moving forward. Can you focus? Okay, but this is the approximation of how the picture was taken. Great, so we've gotten all the stuff. So now I just need to return to the guy. So let's do that. Let's see. The guy, wrong part of the city. He was he in front of Legacy Theater? No, I think he was in front of City Hall. If he's not, then I can just go to the Legacy Theater. You're still 24/7 job.
Guests of Cordona, the treasures await you.
I've obtained photographic clues for more treasure boxes.
Collect them all and return for more.
Okay. Now, curiosity, let's have a look at what this entails. Big Depot. Okay, that looks like Silverton. Rocky Shore. Led Zeppelin. A clue for the treasure hunt challenge. Climbing column. Secret Sea View. Actually, I recognize that fountain. Tower near bridge. Closed mine. Okay. But in the meantime, let's head back. I want to see if anything else has updated at Stonewood Manor. And then I can call this set. So thankfully I finished that one case where it turns out I was just missing the knife. Which, the funny thing is, I did look at the guide and it says make sure to get the knife. And I thought they were talking about the knife on the ground, but they mean the knife in the tree. I completely misread that. So let's see, we got the mother's magnifying glass back.
Mycroft's umbrella, the only outgoing thing in his wardrobe.
Okay, just want to, I don't know what, oh, here we go. This is the globe that we got.
Well done, Sherry. The hall now looks much as it did in our youth. Brings back fond memories. Home sweet home, Sherry.
Okay. Yeah, we got the chandelier, we got the carpet.
Hey, this is the luggage we brought from London, isn't it?
I don't remember getting these, but I'll be honest, I don't remember what I've attained or not. Some of the paintings had already been left here. I'm wondering where the mother's magnifying
Another
glass
one.
could be.
There must be something important behind it. I can feel it.
So the way I'm feeling right now with this game, it's more side missions and stuff than the main mission. Especially if this is a chapter 1. Even though this is a very long experience, it's kind of made long by all the side stuff. At least that's the feeling I'm getting right now. John?
I heard footsteps upstairs a second ago. Wait, do we have an attic here?
Okay, same thing as before. Oh,
To be or not to be, that is the question, whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
I can sense an incoming memory, Sherry. Do you?
oh. There's a second bed.
Sharp and well balanced, it would be a pity to leave such a tool behind. Sharp and well balanced, it would be a pity to leave such a tool behind.
Okay.
The first chemical laboratory I ever made. I almost miss its elegant simplicity.
Did more things get added? Okay, anyway, we have bedroom redux, but I already looked at all this stuff. Oh,
You do miss her.
I do.
One of your early sketches of me. And a rather unflattering one at that. Just look at my nose.
okay. So let's look at the case. It said bedroom redux. So where? There's nothing else in the Mind Palace? No. Found the item, won the game. Okay. Nothing else? Looks like nothing else. I'm just curious, if I go to the bedroom again, is it just going to pop up the bedroom redux thing? Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, I think that's it then. The only thing we can do now is follow the main story mission here, which is the cases, if I can open up the wrong, Plan B. So what do we have? We had the fate of Placido. I agreed to help Sergeant Stark establish the fate of Chief Inspector Placido. His disappearance several months ago may be linked to his last case and a certain hive master. All case files should be inside Placido's office at the police station. Key to Placido's office. So I am going to end the set here, but I am going to transport myself to the police station first, because in that way we'll save right here in proper. So there's nothing in terms of, well, there's all of this, but I'm going to leave that be. Are we done this? Oh no. Oh, this is how we do the bedroom redux. I thought it was the mother's love. Never mind. Okay, sorry. I have to head back then. Because I said I was going to do this. Okay, so I got a bit fooled. I was like, okay, I'm gonna end the set, and then I realized that the reason why the bedroom redux and stuff is in the Tale of the Empty House, not in the Mother's Love. So there's actually the main hall redux. So we're gonna do that. And let's see. Now if here go.
I remember how angry Mycroft was about these marks. He called it a frivolous, childish endeavor.
We used
to take a shortcut down the banisters, much to everyone's annoyance.
Oh yeah, what fun. They had to fix these handrails several times. I wouldn't try it now, Sherry. Tempting though it is.
Sherry and I used to ride down the staircase handrails in the main hall. It wasn't the fastest way down and the most fun. It was the fastest way down and the most fun. Mycroft hated it, but he couldn't stop us doing it. Carpenters had to repair the handrail several times. Is that it? Okay. Wait, is that seriously just it? I guess so. That's it. I was so
frustrated to find only one bed in this room. Mycroft initially refused to bring another for you, but after a week-long dispute, he gave in.
What a stubborn man. How well do you think he would sleep without a bed?
Shortly after our arrival, Sherry clashed with Mycroft about the furniture. I needed a place to sleep, but there was only one bed in our room. Outrageous. Convincing his older brother was a challenge, but after a week-long dispute, he finally gave in, and I became the proud owner of my very own bed. Okay. And that should be it for the... Okay, so we still have things we need to get from... Has more stuff shown up? Shown up? Has more stuff showed up? I'm gonna unmark this. Okay, let's just get rid of these memories. I mean... Yeah, I mean, there's a whole area here that... Though I feel like I have walked down here several times, but maybe I'm just missing stuff. And then there could be things here that I'm missing. There's this entire avenue that I have not ventured to. That, or I just need to continue the case and more things will pop up. Okay, yeah, we had to look through. But, oh, I can't do that in here. I have to exit. Let's get out of here. Now, so this is what I know I'm going to be doing. So at the very least, there's more than just one set this week. But, next set, I will be doing... Actually, well, I'm just going to transport myself to the police station right now. Next set, we'll be doing, I guess, following the main story, which is trying to figure out what happened to the the inspector in charge, the chief inspector. And I don't know, either I'm tempted to, for these ones, to make a live stream set, because these are definitely more live stream. These are side missions that aren't really, don't really seem to gonna play into much. So if I can just do the main story stuff, then I can just leave this as a live stream stuff. Especially this, because this is gonna take quite some time. Oh boy. I'm very curious about, where is it? Controls? Gameplay? Enable streaming. Like, I'm very curious what this is. Loading duration. Yeah. So, maybe I'll get to try that out some other time. But either way, we'll go off with plan B. But thank you for liking if you liked. Thank you for commenting if you commented. Thank you for subscribing if you subscribed. Thank you for favoriting if you favorited. Thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys. See ya!